We listen to Radio Nageltafta a lot. I love to listen to it. It's like, and I know some translations, it's like poetry. The Irish language. You know, I don't understand a word, I couldn't read it, and I would love to, and one day I made myself that promise, one day I will do a course, and if I go only further than Constatatu, I'll be happy. It took me 11 years to get
but
there.
The actual Irish speaker, the Irish speaker that you will meet, let's say, the local Irish speaker that you'd meet in a Gaeltacht, right?
Yeah.
He's Irish, right? Or her Irish, right? Right? He's actually
Completely different.
It's completely different. That scholar Irish that you hear inside, that's on the news or inside the radio and those none of us can understand that, right? It's like there's high German and low German. There's different levels of it, right? But they're using all these posh words that we didn't even get near, right? But we've all the stuff that you need to have a basic conversation.
Yeah.
But we don't. So what it is Irish is put away from you by talking this high stuff, right?
Yeah.
And we're going, well, and after getting about 3 words in that sentence, and that's as much as anyone's
That's
going to get.
depressing then, and then you don't want to.
So all you have basically is one teacher talking to another teacher, and they're all keeping each other on the job inside in the radios. Whereas if they just made it, like when I was learning Irish, basically, they used to give you cartoon books with stories, and I understood that perfectly. That was a great way to learn.
Yeah, the context.
Instead, what they did was they did that for a certain stage, and then there was also an academic thing, right? Which was a heavy novel, and you were just going, okay, your man's after reading about 5, maybe 2 paragraphs. I've got 3 words out of it, and it's some Kerry Irish that's totally of a different dialect to, let's say, where I was up in Clare. So they might as well be talking German. Do you know what I mean?
That's actually the biggest lie I've heard Irish people telling me, that Irish sounds like German. And I want to make that very clear. That
No,
it
I
doesn't.
didn't say it
Because
sounds like
Irish goes like, when you speak Irish and I only get the sounds, for me it's like music, because I don't understand anything. So for me, it's like this beautiful sound wave, listening to Irish.
It sounds
If
like
it's
Turkish.
good Irish or bad, no, Arabic.
Arabic. Yeah.
I have some Arabic
It has
through my
like
sister.
the Shannos. If you hear the Shannos singing, and the Arabic, the women, Arabic women singing.
Yeah, in
it's
Galicia
quite-
in Spain, Galician traditional
there is a-
music
there
and
is a
Irish
relation there.
traditional
No.
music is
Actually,
very
Celtic Irish is a mixture of all languages.
well. Apparently, it comes from Hindu.
Yeah, it does.
Begin up my rock day and claw. Begin up my rock day and claw. Begin up my rock day and claw. Never to go back to again. Never to a day get to the go back to a day get to the Woo!
So tell me, how would you teach Irish?
Tommy Goma.
Through cartoons,
And through conversations
cartoons and basic conversations, and just build it from that.
and movies, Irish
Not the
movies.
current system.
as
You know, like songs.
Actually, it was quite funny. I played
I
I played a gig.
I
I
got
played a
a
gig.
C in my Irish exam was because of songs.
I played
The
a
only
gig.
way I
Yeah.
could learn Irish is through music.
Yeah.
I played a gig in Germany, right? Okay, and this is actually quite interesting. Every single person that was on, and you pointed it out to me, right? All these people that were dancing knew the songs, and they were English songs, because they learned them in nursery rhymes.
Oh yeah.
And if,
We learned
if
English
Irish was
with-
taught
with
the same way, it'd be
bloody-
great, you know?
My
Because
bunny
they'd be
is
able
over
to marry
the
across.
ocean.
Yeah.
You know, my bunny is over the ocean. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Let it be caravan of love. And there was another one though. No, my bunny is over the ocean was Rod Stewart. He sang that. No, what did he sing? Anyway, but that's how we learned English. Yeah, we had to listen to the song, and then we had to sing along, and then we had to say the words, and we hated it, but it worked.
It does work.
It worked. I can still sing you all of these songs very easily. Click, you know. It does work. Music is very good for learning language.
Yeah.
And so are movies. Anything you can actually relate to. You cannot expect a child to learn something. Mary goes to the toilet. How are you, Mary? I am fine, breeder. Any child will just fall asleep and think, fuck that. But if you bring the kids together and you say, now, make a conversation. Make mistakes in your conversation, but do conversation. You know, use the language. Because if we don't use a language, there's no good in learning it. I lost my German. Not because I don't want it anymore, because I'm not using it. So it's gone.
Well, it's gone until you go back for a month and you'll have it back now.
Yeah, and then I have it back and the English goes because I'm not using that. But I have people in Germany complimenting me that whoever taught me German did a good job, which is really embarrassing. Being a native German speaker, it's like, thank you very much, but I'm actually born here. I am actually German. And then they, really? Because I have an accent in both languages.
Yes, yes.
But if you don't use a language, if you don't talk, if you don't make mistakes, you'll never ever learn it. And children don't learn with stupid stories of stupid, well-behaved school children in a school book, because that's how we learned English. We had like the school in York, and they were so well-behaved. And we just hated them. And there were only cartoon figures in the book, but we hated them. And by hating the stories, by finding the stories boring, we ended up not liking the language either. And then we didn't learn.
Actually, the problem is with the Gaeltacht is we're too old when we go there. And like, we know, as you said, we know with that.
We don't
as you
use
said,
it.
we
I
don't,
don't know,
we
my
don't want
grandfather
to.
started learning Irish when he was about 40.
That
And
is
he,
so
and he was a
sad.
fluent speaker. Yeah. No, he came from the north. There was no Irish where he was.
Yeah, that's because
He was in the north of Ireland, you know. And he was brought into it, like, so he became an Irish speaker through, you know, learned the pipes and all that.
Like
the cold wind from the mountains
it is a
are calling soft to me. The smell of scented heather brings bitter memories. The wild and lonely eagle up in the summer sky flies high o'er Shannon Golden, where my young Willie lies. Do you remember, darling, we walked the moonlit roads? I held you in my arms, dear, I'd never let you go. I held you in my arms, dear, all in the pale moonlight, by the fields of Shanagolden, on a lonely winter's night. Then came the call to arms there, and the hills they were aflame. Down from the silent mountains the Saxon strangers came. I held you in my arms there, all in the pale moonlight, by the fields of Shanagolden, on a lonely summer's night. I lost it, sorry. I lost it.